Hello, everyone. Excuse me. It is Wednesday night and time for another Facebook Live. I was frantically trying to get a card ready. I just did not have time before tonight. So I created this in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to try and get my laptop to work. It's been very persnickety lately. But what I wanted, hey buddy, excuse me. What I wanted to talk to you about tonight, we are running out of time for celebration. So there's a little over 2 weeks left. And if you're new to celebration, to Stampin' Up, this year they did it twice, or I guess last year they did it twice. This is the normal time they do it, and then they did it again in the summer. But you can get free products for every $50 that you spend. You can pick out a free product. And there are some that are free with a $100 purchase. But one of the things that they always do is a bonus, or I guess you call it a bonus, for joining Stampin' Up. Now, you do not have to do what I do. Hey, Susie. You do not have to do Facebook Lives. You do not have to have classes. You can be what we call a happy shopper. And that just means you join and you get a discount on everything that you buy. So the starter kit, which is what you get when you first joined, is always a good deal. It's $125 worth of product for $99. Right now, if you join, you can pick out 2 free stamp sets, any free stamp sets in the mini catalog or the annual catalog. Not hostess sets, not celebration sets, but any other stamp sets. So what I wanted to do is try and give you an idea of something that you could do, that you could make for your starter kit, that you could make up your starter kit. So I picked the Abstract, I think it's called Abstract Beauty. Yes, Abstract Beauty Suite. So let me show you in the catalog first, and we will get to make this card. But I wanted to just kind of talk you through this first. This is the Abstract Beauty Suite. So it's a bundle, stamps and dies, some embellishments, which I should have pulled those out, and I pulled something else, but that's all right. We might pull those. They call an ephemera pack, cards and envelopes, and paper. So all of this is $81.25. So then I'm like, okay, what else would you need with your starter kit? So I wrote it down so I could tell you. And I got to $123.50, which is pretty good. The thing about the starter kit is you cannot go over $125. So that whole suite. But to go along with that, you're going to want some paper. So I pulled out 2 of the colors. So Just Jade and Magenta Madness are in that suite. And then white, just your basic white cardstock. That's what we're stamping on. This is the best cardstock to stamp on. It stamps so clearly. So you would need that. And then I picked out the same 2 inks. I'm going to scoot you up, sorry, just a little bit. So let me show you all the stuff that comes in the Abstract Beauty. And then I'll show you everything that you can get. So this is the die set. It's called Beautiful Shapes die. So it's got hexagons, circles, and then some kind of other shapes. It's really fun. Like I said, I just pulled this out tonight to work on it, to work with it. And then the Hello Beautiful stamp set. So it's got some nice sentiment and then just some shapes and sorry, everything's all in a pile over here. Like I said, I was frantically getting stuff ready and it's a mess. A new size of Designer Series paper. This is 4x6, but it's got gold accents. So it's really pretty. Look how fun that is. Ooh, we might have to use these in my birthday class on Monday. Some of these will be really pretty bright birthday cards. And then the other side does not have the gold accents. But some really fun, bright colors. So you get all of that. And then this is the ephemera pack, which I used one of the things in it. So it's got some shapes, and then it's got some vellum. So you get that. And then the cards and envelopes. So that's what I used for my background here, was one of these pre-made cards. They're kind of every which way, but they're kind of watercolory cards. Oh, that's pretty too. So you get, let me see how many you get. Nope, that's the ephemera. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Because you get envelopes too. 20. It might be 10 cards and 10 envelopes. Yeah, looks like 10 cards and then 10 envelopes. And the envelopes have... Okay. My camera said it was trying to reconnect, so hopefully it wasn't bad for you. But here's the envelope. So they have these fun little papers on the flaps. So you get all of that. And let me grab the hexagons. I missed pulling those. We may use them on the card I make tonight instead of the gold ones that I did. And you get this. So that is all what is in the Abstract Beauty suite. Cards and envelopes, ephemera, paper, and a bundle, stamps and dies. Then you add to that your ink and your paper. And you are set to make, I'm covering up all the pretty stuff, make a bunch of gorgeous cards. But right now, so you could always get all of this for $99, free shipping. But right now, you can get 2 free stamp sets. And so I don't have the most expensive one in the annual catalog, and I just quickly went through the Spring Mini. This is one of the more expensive ones, and I thought it would be fun to pair the flowers with some of the abstract shapes. So I thought that would be a good one. Another one that I thought would be good, that's from the Spring Mini, is this Happy and Heartfelt. So it is a nice sentiment one. So that would be fun to put with all this. You do have some nice sentiments here. Excuse me. But that would be good. And then the most expensive one that I found out of the annual catalog is this A Wish for Everything, which I don't own, but it's got anything and everything you could want. And it's $39. So if you're going to get free stamp sets, you might as well get the most expensive ones you can find. So that's just some ideas. This special is only good through the end of February. So we're running out of time on that. So I wanted to be sure that you understood what all you could get with $99. It's a lot of stuff. You could make a lot of gorgeous cards with this. All right, let me pick up all this stuff. And I didn't even use any of this beautiful paper tonight. Okay. I have buried my card from last week somewhere. Here it is. I did not get a chance. Here, let me scooch you back down a little bit. I did not get a chance to draw for it, but this is the card we made last week. So after I get done here, I will draw for this, and somebody will get the one that's not smudged. And then tonight after this, I will put on my blog the dimensions, although there's really not any dimensions to put on there, but I'll put some information on there. And maybe I will put a link to all of the things that I mentioned in case you're interested in joining my team. Okay, let's get to stamping. Let me get all my pieces here. So I'm using another one of the pre-made cards, and it's a little bit different colored. It doesn't have the orange at the top. They weren't all exactly the same. And my laptop is not working, so I'll just have to share this to the group later. All right, so I just took the dies. Let me show you how I did this, or talk you through how I did this. So it has all these nesting dies, and I just took the 2 biggest ones, and cut them out at the same time. And so I ended with this frame, this hexagon frame. But before we put that together, let's do our little bit of stamping. So I took another hexagon, and I am going to get my, because this is a photopolymer stamp set, I'm going to get my, this. Okay. And I decided, because I wanted to use the colors that I had pulled out of this, to suggest that you get in the starter kit. So this is So Happy to Know You, and I'm doing it in Just Jade, just right in the middle of this hexagon. And then the other color is Magenta Madness. I'm just getting a scratch paper, because I'm going to want to stamp this off. It would be too overpowering. It's almost, I might stamp it off twice this time. So I'm just taking this blob. I don't know what it is other than a blob. Over there. And I'm going to ink it up in my Magenta Madness, and I think we will stamp it off twice this time. And then I'm just going to stamp it right over my sentiment. Yeah, I like that better. The sentiment shows up a little bit better, I think. And that's all the stamping. Pretty easy. I had to come up with something quick and easy. All right, so let's put this together. Let me get from our ephemera pack. I want to use, maybe we'll use one of the pink ones this time. I wanted to use a flower that had some green to pull in this green. So we'll use a pink one. Since we don't have any of the orange in that card, we'll just use a pink one this time. All right. Get my green glue. So I'm just going to put a little bit on some of the edges. You don't want too much or it'll squeeze out. Oops. And then we'll put that towards the top, because you don't want to put it right on the same color or it won't show up. And then this is one that I just cut out of the Just Jade. And I'm just going to kind of offset that down here. And then I'm going to put our sentiment up on dimensionals. So just a couple of dimensionals. And that's going to sit right in the middle there. And then our little flower, and I'm going to put him probably about like that. I don't want the green too much on the green, so I want it to show up. So let's see. I think I'm just going to put some green glue on the flower and glue it to the green. There we go. So on mine, I used some of the gold that we have. They are these gilded gems, but I really should use some of those hexagon ones that I grabbed, which are somewhere in my mess. Here they are. So I think we probably want to use some green ones. I think those would look the best. And we won't put any on the green hexagon this time, so let's put one down here. We'll use one of each side. Yeah, one there, and then let's put a little one on our sentiment. There. Now we have used stuff from that suite. So there you go. And so next week, everybody that comments on this video will be in the drawing for this card. And I will post after I get off here who won this card from last week. And next week I will be here. The week after that I will be on a cruise. My friend Kay and a friend of hers are doing a stamping cruise. And so we will be leaving a week from Sunday early in the morning and going on a ship. So that will be fun. I don't know if I will be able to post anything from there because I'm not sure how much Wi-Fi we'll have. But it will be a good time and I'll have lots to share when I get back. Thank you, buddy. I'm glad you liked it. It was a quick card. All right. That is all I have for you tonight. I will put a link to join my team in the comments of this video in case you're interested in that. Always reach out to me if you have more questions. And I will also put a link for all of the materials that I had suggested you could get with your starter kit in case you really liked just what I showed you and wanted to do that. All right, I think that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies, and I will see you next week. Bye.